Hello and welcome to the Blackout podcast where I get to talk to amazing people who do amazing things. And today I have the stars of Run OTTV,
Woohoo!
Rue and Otni.
OT.
Thanks so much for coming to Blackout podcast.
Thank
Well,
you.
pleasure. Good to be
So,
here.
so how did you meet?
Oh, it's this story. I feel like you should tell it because I've told it
I
too
don't
many
tell it
times.
as well as she does.
No, but I've told it too
essentially-
many times.
Yeah, so essentially we're both from Zimbabwe originally. And we met here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. She came to Canada first. What year?
2007.
Yeah, and I came
I'm
2011.
a renegade. I've been here a long time.
Yeah. So I was on a bus. I think I was coming from school. Shout out Mount St. Vincent University.
Shout out St. Mary's University. Since we're shouting out schools.
And when we met on a bus through a common friend, and the thing is, when I meet people, I'm very withdrawn because I'm trying to analyze you. I'm trying to figure you out, and then I will, see. I get to warm up. Give me some time to warm up.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but she is off the bat. And so she came with that fire, and she was like, "Oh, you're Zimbabwean. Hey, I'm Zimbabwean. Hey," and all those things. And I guess I was like, "Oh, hey." She didn't like
So
that too
mellow.
much.
I was
didn't
like,
like that.
what a bitch.
Yeah, she didn't like that at all. But yeah, so that was our first encounter. And then a year later, I think even a year passed by, we haven't even spoken to each other. And I happened to move to an area that they were close by to, met in the superstore. And then I saw her and another friend of ours, and I got excited this time because I was like, hey, this is a familiar face. And in the place that I was living, I was kind of alone. It was summertime, I was kicked out of school because, residents and stuff. And I see her, I got excited. And I was like, hey, remember me? That girl. And then she was like, yeah. You. Cool.
And then I told the girl that I was with, I was like, she sucks. Don't talk to her.
So I was so happy to see her, but that, tables turned.
Yeah.
And then finally where we found our level plane was a party that we both attended. And then
Back in the days when we could do parties.
Yeah.
back in the way back in, man.
For those watching in 2060, there was a time you could throw a party.
And it was dope. It'd be lit. But yeah, we found a level plane. We met at a party, and that night we just it's been history ever since then. So
Wow.
but yeah.
Do you remember whose party was?
So
It was
it was a Zimbabwean independence party.
Oh.
So this mutual friend of ours was the one who had it at her house, but I'm the one who cooked for it and stuff. So I was very much involved in it. But then, all these people were like, "Oh, you should invite Otni," and I was like, "Are you guys sure?" And then once she was there, we actually vibed really well. But
Yeah.
it took a while for us to
Yeah.
warm up to each other for sure. People always think we were instantly friends. No.
Yeah, we actually were some sort of rivals of some sort. So.
What were you both fighting for?
Nothing. We don't even.
She gave me attitude.
She thought it was attitude, but it was just me trying to understand. Okay, wait
what
a
is
minute.
going
Yeah,
on here and
I
stuff?
didn't have that fire she had, but I came with it, and she was like, no. Yeah, but
So, you met, you became friends. How did now this show come about?
So there's this page on Facebook called Jirugufaya Nakeda, which is just in my language. But basically, it was a page that was started for Zimbabweans around the world because, Africans, we've just been misplaced now. We're everywhere. So this page was specifically started for Zimbabweans all over the world to just come together and, share your lives and stuff. So there was this page, and Otni and I used to watch it. People used to post videos, and either it was skits or dancing, whatever. So there was a challenge that was done on this page where you could win $100. And her and I are like, oh my gosh, we should totally like enter this challenge and see if we can win. So we won the money, but
What did you guys?
It was an overnight sensation for us.
Yeah.
But what was the skit you did to win?
It was a dance.
it was a
challenge.
dance challenge, so we had to
And
dance.
in our heads,
we thought we were the best dancers,
The best dancers
in the world.
Like
you
like
couldn't tell us
tell us
nothing.
anything.
Oh my
couldn't even
goodness.
But then you won, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
and that made us even more. We were
So
like,
that went to
oh
our
my
head.
gosh, we are the best dancers
that
in
went
the
to
world.
our head. We were like, oh shit.
Man, we can dance. Beyonce who?
We're like, what are you talking about? So we did the challenge, went to bed, woke up. You woke me up with a phone call.
I was like, girl, we went viral.
'Cause
People
we did.
like
we went
us.
Viral, yeah.
And yeah, like we just, and then people started like, our friend requests just started multiplying. Next thing you know, like,
This
you know,
is Facebook.
yeah. And Facebook, once you hit 5,000 people, it becomes a page. So like, all of a sudden we have pages, and I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And then one day, my husband, who at the time decided to be our manager, was like, you guys should like do something on your own. Like, why are you still under this page? Like, you guys should go out and do your own thing. So we decided to start our YouTube channel, and that's how
is
it
he a
came about.
marketer?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, man, yeah, it's
like,
like that's a
he saw-
marketer talking.
He believed in us. Shout out to baby daddy. He believed in us.
that is a marketer talking.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
was like, you need to do this by yourself, start your own YouTube channel. And initially we were like hesitant because we were like, oh, you know, people won't like people were so loyal to this page on Facebook that we were like, they won't leave and follow us. And that wasn't what we wanted it to be either. We didn't want to take away his fan base, like the guy who owned the page. But we had already built our own following. So once we started our YouTube channel, it was like instant. We had people follow us, like subscribe. We had people like straight up be like, oh, can you guys just like do meet and greets? Like, we want to meet you in person. We're like, what? People want to meet us?
It was really crazy.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, when we did start the YouTube channel, it was one of those, we did it as skits. I mean, we moved from the whole dancing thing after it finally hit. I said, okay, maybe we can't dance. But we started doing skits, and the skits were basically tailored around how we grew up in Zimbabwe. And then it was something that a lot of people could relate to, whether you grew up in Zimbabwe or not. Most African countries, we should say. So it was one of those, like, we were, you know, tailoring our skits to that, and then we were like funny as hell. Now that you can't take away from
No,
us.
we're funny.
No, because we're actually hilarious.
Comedy
So,
is our thing.
Okay.
that you can't take
Comedy
away.
is so hard though.
Oh, no, it ain't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I
You
find,
gotta tap into it.
you know what I find is that people that are naturally funny are just funny. But like if you're not funny, it's hard. Like I'm not funny. Like
Yeah.
I can't write a joke.
Yeah, and that's the thing with us. It wasn't
We don't even
necessarily
write this
writing.
stuff.
Yeah, most of our stuff is really like impromptu, and we're just
We
going
just vibe off each
'cause
other.
we sit there and an idea comes to us just because we're having a conversation. Like, yo, my mom used to like really wake me up at 6 a.m. to go like sweep outside. And we're like, girl, me too. And then it's already a skit, and then boom, we post it, and
Yeah.
people love it, and that kind of a thing. And like, and I think that's why maybe it was more of a success for us, is because we weren't really doing it for the followers or anything. We were just like, we are so funny. Man,
Yeah.
we're so funny.
And then we're like, and if you like to just joke and laugh and just, you know, not really think too much about what's currently going on in your life, then this is where you need to be. So that's how our YouTube grew, and then
That's how it blew up.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's our
So
history.
so like what would be the process of what would be the process of making a video?
So usually what happens is, like what Otni said, we usually have a discussion. And then if it sparks an idea, we write the idea down, and then we make a script. But when I say a script, literally it's just
Guidelines,
like, oh, we should do a scene here, a scene here, a scene here, and then we don't have any words in the script. It's just like,
this is what the
this is what it should generally look
the
like.
scenes are going to be.
And then we record within 2 hours. We're usually done, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's just like, it's literally just for fun.
And that's why I think that's why like our work together is really just effortless. So like it's one of those, and then in the process of even shooting, because we don't have a script and we're both going off the fly, it's one of those like we surprise each other. So there's a lot of, I think we even have like tons of bloopers
Yeah,
as well.
blooper videos on our
Because
channel.
we'll surprise each other like, what did you just say?
And then we like
Say
laugh
say
for so long.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But essentially that's how the process goes, and it's so effortless, like working together, because it's like one of those, I guess our minds are same level playing. So it's one of those like where we say this is what we want to do, and nobody's like, no, you do this, no, you do this, like whatever flavor we bring, and then it works out.
Yeah, and then like a video is usually 10 to 20 minutes long max, so they're not even that long. And yeah, that's literally how it was. It went from, we still do skits, but we went from skits to then being like, okay, what are you really good at and what am I really good at, and then try to bring it all to the table as
What
well.
were the answers you came up with?
So she's fashion.
Oh, yeah.
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 Fashion,
I was like,
fashion.
oh yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm food.
Yeah.
Anything food, that's me.
I didn't know that. I like food, so.
Oh man, I throws it
No, she
down.
throws it
I throws it down.
Okay, so one of the videos I remember watching, there's a video, I can't remember what the title, but it was basically you just asking each other questions.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do
So
a lot
we
of
tap
those.
into challenges as well.
Yeah, so
like
whenever we are kind of like stuck, I guess, where we just have like writer's block, we usually do YouTube channels because YouTube challenges because it's the easiest thing to do. So that's
all
like,
for the sake of consistency as
yeah,
well.
just so we
that
still
a
have
video is
content
still
coming out.
So how often do you bring out content?
Back then.
Before COVID, we brought out content at least once a month.
Oh.
So
And even before then, it was
there was a
once
point we
week.
were doing once a week. Like
Holy
we were
shit.
dedicated at one point. It was once a week. When we started,
just
it was
started.
once a week.
Yeah, and
and
I
that's
think
how we
blew
grew.
up, yeah.
It was like we did it once a week, guaranteed a video was coming out.
Was it always on the same day?
Yes.
Yeah, it was always
What day was
What
it?
was it? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
I feel it was Wednesday.
Yeah, it was a Wednesday.
So every Wednesday there's a...
Yeah, and people would know, and we're like, "Hey, what's up, guys?"
Yeah, we got a new video.
Our intros will always be different. We changed from our first intro. How did it go? Was that the first
Yeah,
one?
brup. What
Yeah.
up, fam?
No. Oh yeah. That
No,
was it.
what's up, Zimbabwe? Then what up, fam?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
what up, family? Like just
So
develop
yeah,
some
we,
levels.
we used to do weekly, then we went to bi-weekly, then we went to monthly, and then COVID happened, and we haven't posted anything in a while.
Well, I mean, like, apart from the video, what else has COVID, like, what ways have COVID affected your lives just generally?
I mean, what ways hasn't it affected anybody? Like everybody seems to be affected. Just trying to still have your routine during COVID is tough. Like it's tough. But it also makes you realize what's important.
Yeah, I think that's the major thing.
Like
that
it
was for
makes
me.
you realize what's important. Like for so long, and I'm sure this is for anybody and everybody, for so long we were so busy chasing stuff because we were made to believe that's what's important. Like, consumerism has been blast upon us for so long that you feel like, oh my gosh, I need to go watch this movie because it just came out in the theaters and it is a must watch, like right now. I should go buy this shoe. Like we're always at the mall, we're always shopping, we're always doing this. And then COVID happened and you were like, wait, I don't have to do any of that and I'm fine. So just, I guess it changed a lot of things. And this year I can say for sure, like it made you realize who your people were, your circles, your bubbles or whatever. And that's how it affected us for sure.
Definitely, like a major takeaway for me was, it's somewhat of like, I think if you want to call it growth or whatever, or understanding it was just one of those taking away from the whole year that, okay, listen, if something is yours, then it is yours, and no one and nothing can take that away from you. And then if something is not yours, then you just leave it alone. And I think just being able to let go of control, and because there's nothing that we were able to control in 2020. It was really just coming at you the way it was coming at you. So just being able to like accept and go with the flow, and being able to like actually be okay with that mentally, I think that was one of the other big takeaways for us as well. Like COVID. Whoa.
Okay, so so like you're Zimbabwean and then you moved to Canada. What was like that very first year for like what was that first year like for you?
For me, I always tell this story. I couldn't believe that my mom sent me here. Like, I was actually so disappointed in my parents. I was
Why?
like, how could they do this to me? They must not love me. That's what this means. They never loved me. I felt so abandoned. I hated it. I
Why?
was so unhappy when I got here. Because it's cold.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's fucking cold.
How do you go from 28, 29 degree weather to minus 14?
And you know,
like
the
this.
thing is, like, the seasons is opposite.
Yeah.
Between King
So, oh my
Zimbabwe
gosh,
and
I could not
Canada, yeah.
believe that my mother sent me here. I was like, I was convinced she didn't love me. I was like, yeah, that's.
No.
And you know what?
Throwing me away.
Like, what's so, and then it's so far away. So, like, I couldn't just, like, say, well, I want to go home. Like, I was stuck here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, my first maybe 6 months in this country, I was in proper denial and I just couldn't believe I was here. And I think it took me finally starting to make friends and get to know people to be like, okay, maybe it's not so bad. Like, you know, with winter, as long as you layer up, you can survive. You're not going to die. So that's the mentality I had to tell myself. But I wasn't happy. I don't know about
And you came to study here, right?
Yeah, I came
What
straight
did
to
you-
school. So I did psych and bio at SMU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how was it like for you, Otni?
I think it was similar. I mean, I didn't think my mom hated me, but I sure as hell was. And I had just, before I came to Canada, I was living in Cyprus. So I had felt cold, but I hadn't felt cold to the degree of Canada. And I think we both landed in a time where winter is full spring. I came in January, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I came in
Oh
January.
my
So
God.
that's really
Right when the midst
right
of it.
in there. So I was just like, okay, yeah, this is cold.
Yeah.
And for me, I think it was mostly like we came as individuals. Like we didn't come with like families. We made the families that we have like here, but we came as individuals. So that first few months was definitely like she said, like until you made friends is when you can kind of. But I think the being lonely part. So I called my mom up and I was like, I can't do it, and I don't know like anybody like this is cool, and they're talking about we need this. My mom was like, "You listen here, ain't nobody out there to help you. You better figure it out." I was like, "Well, well, bye." Like she didn't give me the reaction I was looking for. She was like, "You better grow up, grow some draws," and you know, she just talked to me anyhow. I was like, "Excuse me, you know what? I don't need this." I cut the phone. And then from then on, so I needed that phone call, though, because that definitely toughened me up. And then my mom is always saying that ever since she had that phone call with me, she's like, I don't even catch her on the phone anymore. She's out here busy because, girl, I was out doing my thing. I was like, I bet. Let's conquer then. But yeah, the first few months were definitely like, you can sense of loneliness and the weather doesn't help anything. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's depressing for Canadians, let alone an
let
African.
alone us coming
Oh
from
my
the sun,
gosh.
sunshine, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Like, I have Canadian friends who are like, oh my gosh, in the winter, I need like my light. Like, I don't know what
I
those
understand that.
UV light.
I understand
Like,
that.
girl,
You know
shut up.
that,
If
yeah.
you need the light, then what do I need?
No, I need that.
Oh
I
my
need that
God.
because of where I'm from. Because I'm just like, yo, this depressing enough.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But, yeah.
I think for me, because I also came in January and I came right from Cape Town.
Oh
Like,
my
do you know
God.
Cape
Cape
Town
Town is
summer?
So beautiful.
In January?
Goodness.
I'm like,
Just-
oh my God. Like, I came from Cape Town and I landed and like, oh man. And I think, anyway, I remember everyone was like, oh, this is the worst winter. And so I kept telling myself, like, if I could just make it through this, I'll be fine. And I think, generally I'm okay. The only thing is, like, I fucking hate shoveling, man. I
Yeah.
I cannot stand
No,
that.
nobody. Yeah, no.
I can fucking stand
Yeah.
that. Like, and there's nothing like, so now, especially in winter, if when you could drive to work or whatever, you have to factor in like 20 to 30 minutes just to get
Just
your
to get your car out.
Yeah.
I said it the other day. I was like, yo, it's a life skill to actually be able to live in Canada, especially during like the winter. It really is. I was going back through my memories on Instagram and I saw, you know how the truck drivers just, come and they're doing their work. They're doing
Yeah.
the Lord's work. And they're there but then
They'll
the
plow you
heaps that
in.
they
They'll
live
plow you
leave. Yeah.
in.
So I saw this, and at that time I was in Montreal, and I saw this guy doing it on one of the main roads where he totally closed another road for cars to come through. And this is active. This is go. It's not like it's 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. At least there's not, too much traffic. This guy, 5 p.m. pick hour, did that whole thing and then closed people off. Now you have this trail of cars.
Yeah.
And I was just there by the window and I was like, look at this shit. Look at this. How are they now supposed to?
Yeah.
Then that first guy just, he was just like, okay. He came out of his car, took a few blocks off, and then, just plowed through with his car. And then, with that, you kind of open the rest for, and you better have the good tires.
Oh my God.
And so he opened and that trail just started, driving out and everything. And I was like, man, meanwhile, that guy he's gone.
Did you ever have to explain to like your friends back in Zim or whatever about having to change your tires?
They don't get it. My mom,
They don't get the cold. They don't get that.
my mom literally, like I was telling the others, like, oh man, I gotta buy winter tires again. My mom's like, wait. She's like, it's a scam. You're just spending money. They want to tell you that you need. I was like, Mom, you don't know that I need these freaking winter tires.
Winter tire. I
Oh
never
my God.
knew the essential.
Even people in the UK. My husband's from the UK. The whole time, I used to talk to him when we're in a long distance relationship. Oh, I'm getting my winter tires. He'd be like, why? UK has winter. We don't get winter tires. I was like, you don't have winter, sir.
shouldn't
You
talk.
don't know what you're talking about.
Unless you're
when
from
he came
Russia
here,
or
and then
from here.
the first time he got here, like the winter, he came around October, right? November, I still hadn't put my tires on because my son was born early and I was just stuck in the hospital. And then Nash was like, babe, I think we need to get winter tires. And I was like, you see? I've been telling you don't know winter.
They're
a
like
couple
magic.
of
Winter tires
flurries
are
in the
magic.
UK, you call that winter? No, you don't know anything.
So
I
essential.
remember the very first time my car did this, and I
Yeah.
was like, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Was I driving wrong? Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't explain it to my brain what was
like,
happening.
what's going on?
Like, why is the car doing this? And then I was told, hey, no, you need to change your tires. I'm like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah.
I have
So
to like
essential.
get a whole new set of tires. So it's like, oh, now winter is coming. You have to change all of your clothes. You have to change all
Yep.
of your tires. Oh man.
It's
But you adjust. I mean, you
it's
adjust.
a lot.
Like, you adjust. It's fine. But, man, it's the craziest thing.
Living out here
it's
is just
It's an
different.
actual life skill. I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah.
I
But
am.
like Canada is great, but man, that winter is coming. Well, I remember when like Game of Thrones was
Thrones,
happening,
yeah.
and like I was like, oh, like really?
Literally, that's the life we live every year.
That is
It's
the
like,
life we live.
It's like, and I realized like when it's like growing up in like Nigeria or South Africa or wherever. You see like all these summer movies and people are like, oh my God, we have to make the most of the summer.
Of the summer.
And then you're like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
man,
And then you're living here, it's like those 6 or 8 weeks or what? Actually, I call it 6 weeks. It's like from
It is.
June to like
It is, though.
August.
It's a
like,
scam.
That's it.
you just have to do every fucking
Oh, man. We utilize it every
Yo,
summer.
what- As soon as they said
anything,
you can Atlantic
we're
bubble,
gone.
we were like, bye-bye.
we were out.
See you later, Halifax. It's summertime. Oh my
'Cause
God.
We're those people. Like,
No ways. I'm not being
summer
stuck in the
reminds
house.
us of back home, and so
No.
for us, being home is outdoors. It's vibes. It's music. It's your people. It's the they call it barbecue here. It's braai. We call it
Braai,
braai. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's those things. So as soon as we got the chance, we were out. We packed our babies and we were.
Like, bye, Halifax. Oh my gosh. We are those people now who literally are like, is it nice out today? Let's go to the
Let's
beach.
go. We don't care.
Let's go to the lake.
Like, is it
We are now
sufficient
Canadians.
enough? We are not.
Like, my
yeah.
mom will be like, so when you go to the lake or the beach, you just sit there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom, I just sit there.
Sure
It's
enough.
enough. It's all I need.
Got my
Because,
drinks.
it's
Got
true.
my-
Like, and the thing is, I'm trying to explain to my friends that, like for like, I don't know, maybe like 6 months of the year, you can't do shit. Like,
Yeah.
you literally can't do shit. And they're like, try skiing. Have you tried skiing?
Oh, hell no. Let me tell you my skiing story. You gonna laugh. Let me tell you. 2007, I get here to Canada. People are like, oh my gosh, yeah, you can't just sulk about the winter. You gotta do winter sports. And I was like, okay, what is that? Okay, you can do skiing, snowboarding, all this. I was like, cool, I'm all for it. Let's do it. They tell me the shit to buy. I spent money on this crap, okay? I went to buy
For you to never use it
the
again.
freaking snow pants, the jacket, the goggles. goggles. I went and bought it all. I was so excited to go skiing. All my white friends are like, we're going skiing. I was like, girl, I got you. It was literally, it's like Martok over there.
Yeah, Martok.
We get to Martok and they're like, oh, so if you've never done skiing, you start at this kind of little
bunny
hill.
hill.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, makes sense. I've never done it before. I did 10 minutes. I was like, fuck this.
You lasted longer than me.
10 minutes. I literally was like this the whole time. You know how you fuck that? I was like, no.
You know what?
Man.
I didn't go to ski Martok, right? My family went to a holiday in New York. And I was like, oh, and they said there's this nice, like, it's a little hill nearby. Like, let's go. And then I went. And, in my brain, these fucking, like, 2-year-olds are like, okay.
Stupid.
I mean, they're kids,
Pissing
right?
me off.
I can do it. The very first thing that told me this is gonna be a problem was that when I put my leg in those boots, I couldn't really do anything
Yeah,
with my
you can't
leg.
move. You're
Like, if
stuck.
I'm to
Okay,
fall.
there's a problem here. So then there's like, okay, you have to kind of walk this way to climb. And then you get on this tiny lift thing. And then I got there and they're like, it's pizza, like you do this and you open up.
Yeah.
Just wait.
We are fell. Oh my goodness.
Epic fail.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. And you know the funny thing? I was like, I had my camera. I was like, this is going to be...
Oh, you're like, oh, this is gonna be great. Gotta get footage of this. Man, fuck that shit.
Yeah, no, that was it.
Do you know what's so funny? When I went to Martok, I went so it was me and 3 of my white friends, and then there were a few other black people there, Caribbeans, Africans. At 10 a.m., there's a coffee break. All the Africans and Caribbeans didn't go back. They were like, fuck
chill here
that.
until we have to
We're
go.
going to wait here because it was till 4 p.m. that the bus comes back. Everybody was like, we're
That
just
was
going to
us.
chill
Yeah,
in
that
here.
was me. I went with my university.
After paying that money, I was like, no.
I went with my
it's a trick.
university, and for me, like, I grew up as that kid. Like, I grew up, like, we used to do, like, rollerblading and then skateboarding and stuff like that. My mom put us on. Like, it was good. So I was like, I could probably do this. So I told myself, so they were like, choose if you want to do skis. So I didn't go for skis. I was like, lame. Give me the freaking skate. Oh, man. I got on that thing, and I was just like, I tried the bunny hill. I really tried. I went in there. I did the thing. I fell and all these things, and then I got a hang of it at some point. But this is the thing. It was not the day for me. It was the next day.
Oh, yeah.
It was me trying to
Yeah,
wake
it hurts
up,
everywhere.
and my whole body just felt like I'd been hit by a bus.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that pain, it was enough for me to know. Because they're like, no, then you got to do it. I said, no. Why? I woke up and I was in so much pain that I didn't understand or grasp it. And I was like, well, forget that. I don't need to be doing that.
And the other thing about it is, like, I think your brain thinks that snow is soft, right? Right? So it's like when you fall down, it's like you're fucking falling down on concrete.
It's so painful.
It hurts like crazy.
No,
Yeah.
I don't
so-
mess with skiing.
Yeah, winter is.
I don't care for
Winter
it.
is like I just want to stay inside and watch TV and that's it.
Yeah.
I do absolutely nothing in the wintertime. Like, for me, it's a no. Like, when people are like, oh, first snow, oh my God, let's go
We
play
don't
outside.
care.
I'm like, no.
We don't care for first snow.
What
we don't care
for?
for white Christmas. We
I don't care for any of it. Oh my goodness. I actually, when it's 25th December and there's no snow, I'm like, yay! We made it to Christmas.
We're lucky. There were some warm days in November.
Yeah.
So it was like,
It was
okay.
really nice.
Yeah, I hope that we don't pay for it in January and February.
Yeah, because that's what it's looking like. I'm already afraid. I hate it. It
I
doesn't
hate
do
that. So
anything.
she's born in January and I'm born in February. I hate that our
Oh my
birthdays
God,
are
Our
winter.
birthdays are in winter.
I fucking hate it, man.
We're winter, baby.
Well, let me
Wait,
tell you.
check it out. Who's January?
I am.
December, January, February.
Oh my gosh. So bad. So for my birthday, 25, I was turning 25. Otni and I always talk about
What
this
a
memory.
stupid birthday she's about to bring
I
up.
was like, we are going to celebrate my 25th motherfucking
Quarter of a
birthday.
century?
We're doing this.
Yeah.
They're like, fine. There was a huge snowstorm that hit Halifax
It was
that
a
day.
big
Big ass snowstorm. Everything got shut down. The restaurant calls me. What was it? Gahan House or something?
Yeah, some fancy ass
They
shit.
called me and they're like, we would like to close because there's a snowstorm. I was like, do not motherfucking close.
It's my birthday.
We are coming. Because I had a big group of people coming. Well, like 20 something people. I was like, you guys going to lose out on money. That's 20 something customers
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you're
yeah.
closing to. They're like, okay, well, how about you guys move it to an earlier time? Because initially we're supposed to eat at like 9. So like we'll come at 7. All my friends came in their little stiletto heels and trying to, walk up how downtown is. Everyone's like walking and like sliding back.
Holding each other. Like,
Everybody
and the
hated
snow
me.
And the wind, because it was windy.
It was
too.
windy.
And the snow is just.
We get inside the restaurant and everybody looks at me and says, "Fuck you for bringing us here." Like, what the fuck is this?
That was dumb.
Oh my God. And
by
after
the
that, I
time
was
we
like, you know what?
finished, and then by the time we finished, the way our cars were like snowed in, that's how
Oh, yeah, you
bad.
still had to
That's
clean.
how
Oh
bad
my
the
God.
thing was.
Oh my God.
It was
oh my
a
God.
bad
It was a
birthday.
mess.
Like, nope.
So now all your birthdays are just in the house or something.
Yeah.
Or now that and we can't.
It's just on Zoom.
Or fly out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or we leave. But
And
no.
it's unfortunate. Like I have a big birthday coming up, and I have to stay indoors for this one this year. This coming
We
year. I'm
don't
just
we
like,
don't
this
mess
is
with
dumb.
Halifax no more for birthdays. No,
No.
thank you. You've taught us. Like I remember getting home downtown to Clayton Park, maybe 20 minutes. Hour and a half.
Yeah.
You were like
Yeah,
creeping, man.
yeah.
No, you don't mess with the snow out here, honestly.
Yeah, man. And that's the other thing. I like driving in winter is like a skill, man.
It is.
It's a skill.
The first snow that happened recently, did you see how Halifax, like,
It
I
just
was
shut
caught
the
up in
world
that
came to an
shit.
end.
Oh no!
I
The world
was down
came
in the
to an end.
office.
Oh no!
And I had to.
I remember I was like, bitch, I'm out. I told
yeah,
this
'cause
girl.
you went just before me.
I literally
By
left
the
at
time we needed to
2:30.
get
Once I saw
out-
the snow, I was like, I'm out of
Yeah.
here. I'm not messing with these Canadians.
Because
No.
they said what? They said 5 centimeters.
Yeah.
That thing ended up being a whole snowstorm.
No,
I said,
but
man,
I just think it's like people kind of forget how to drive on that very.
But everybody, are we going to say
No,
everybody
and I
forgets
think
how
it
to
was-
drive?
And then nobody
Nah,
has their
man.
winter tires
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So and
yeah.
then for those who there's some brave motherfuckers out there that really be thinking they can do it, and then it's until you reach a hill is when that thing will show you exactly who it is. Don't
Yeah.
play with snow. And then here we are, so many accidents everywhere, and
They
then
were
just
like,
backlogged,
yeah,
gridlocked everywhere.
Everywhere.
I was so pissed off. I go home at like 9 p.m. after leaving the area around 3.
Oh my God.
I was like, where is the wine?
Yeah.
I am tired of this life.
I
Man.
remember that day I actually wanted to do something and then I was like, no, I'm not in the mood. Because they said it was going to snow, but it wasn't going to be a lot of snow. So I was like, I could do
That's
it.
what
And
they
then I
said.
just slept off.
They
and then
said that.
I woke up to like all these accidents. I was like, thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Because like, I suck.
I was in a meeting. I literally looked, because our boardroom is like all glass. I looked outside. I was like to my boss, I'm gonna head out. Like, she's like, really? We still have a whole afternoon. I was like, can I work from home? Because y'all see what's going on outside. She's like, no, they said only 5 centimeters. I was like, girl, you mess with them weather people. I'm out of here. And I was
Nah, that
so
was
glad because I
bad.
got home just when shit started popping off. And I
this
was
is
like,
a-
told
this,
you.
and this is a place where whatever happens, conversation always goes back to weather.
Yeah.
Like whatever, you can be talking about, whatever meetings, like it always comes down to weather.
That's the Canadian way. What
Yeah.
else are you talking about?
Like, that's how we become friends. You're just standing outside someone who's like, oh, we're having better weather today. Good weather we're having in Halifax. Oh, yeah,
Good day
you're
today.
right.
Good day today.
That's literally conversation starter in this area. Good weather. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, not like yesterday. It was a bit chilly yesterday, wasn't it? Oh my God. Yes, yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
it was.
okay. Oh my God, I'm having too much fun. So and then so you have the TV show, COVID happened, and I was everything happened. I wrote this script, and I was like, okay, I needed to black ladies to do this scene, and I reached out to you. I was like, I don't know if you want to do it, but just check it out. I've actually never asked you this. How was it for you when you first read this?
So funny. Let's tell him. So, Otni is like, oh, yeah, so Israel, this friend of mine, he's reached out to us. He wants us to do a film, blah, blah, blah. He's going to send me the script, and I'll send it to you. And then I was like, cool. So she sends the script, and I literally read it, and I'm like, oh, my God. There's murder in here.
It's heavy.
And I was like, Otni, this is really fucked up. Like, we gotta, what the fuck? That was our initial reaction.
Yeah.
I was like to Otni, who is this man? Why are you trying to kill
brain
people?
like this. No,
like,
because
you
it was
fuck.
such a heavy script compared to what it is
What
that
we do. So I was like, what the actual fuck? I remember we read it we literally had a. We called each other. I said, "Come to my house. We're gonna read it together. We're gonna try and figure out if we can even pull this off." She comes over. We read it over and over. My husband's sitting over there, and he's like, "You girls can do it. Stop, like, you're being dramatic." Because we were like, because I was like to Otni, you should just tell him we can't. Tell him we're not the girls. We don't act this type of stuff and whatever.
No, because remember I was pitching you some names, right? And our names were actually pitched by someone to you, and I was there giving him names. I was like, well, you should try.
But yeah, and it had to be Nash to be like, you girls can act anything, believe in yourselves, you can do it, just go ahead and do it. So then, like we practiced a few times before we started meeting up with you guys, just so we could get like the characters, and that's when we figured out, we have to switch because.
Yeah, because initially you just thought that she was going to be...
So I remember, so what I usually do whenever I'm writing a script is, like, I try to write, like, parts of characters of a person into the, like, this character in the script, but, like, I didn't know you two at all. But I knew these people had to be that. So when I sent it, I was like, this person will do that. And then we showed them the first day of rehearsal, and they're like, okay, so you're going to stand here. And it's like, no.
Yeah, because you kept on directing her as the other character. And we were like, what is he doing? And then we were like, no, we switched characters. And we told you specifically because after reading the script, the characters, like, we knew, like, in real life, like, she would be the other character and I would be the other character.
And I think, you two doing that just made me, like, I felt actually really comfortable because you understood the script and, like, the nuances and, like, okay, this person. But, like, apart from just, your characters, why did you decide to do that switch?
It's simply because of that. We really read the script and we didn't even read it as knowing that initially she's going to be this. We just read the script, and after reading the script we understood who needs to be who. It wasn't even a discussion or anything. We just knew off the bat that okay, you're going to be this person, because it tailored to our characters. As like in our life, like she is like I think I'm loud but I'm reserved, and then you are just a ball of fire. So we knew exactly that okay, this is who's gonna be who.
Yeah, and like because she has a relationship with my daughter, it was really easy to be like, oh, you can play the mom, no problem. Like like my daughter been knowing you since she was born, so it's fine. Baby. So that's why the switch was so easy. We didn't really even think about it. It was just
another thing again, like whenever I write a script, apart from that, I kind of write with the people I know. I, when we first meet for the first rehearsal, it's just like a table read. Let's just read the script. And usually that very first rehearsal is just laid back. But you had done so much work. I was like, let's just get into it. What are some of the work you did? Because, like, I don't know.
We got alcohol.
We got the wines.
We got the wine.
Got the wines. We got together.
Literally, that's what we did.
A few weekends, yeah.
Yeah, like a couple of weekends in a row. We had our alcohol. And we had our script on the floor, and we just went back and forth with it.
Yeah, because you guys brought it. I remember, like, okay. And then, like, every time, I remember we had a talk, and we were like, we're not sure if you're the right person. I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, because, like, she's playing this person that lives in my head. And you just brought this character so much to life, and it's not just because like you're black or like from South Africa, but like Southern Africa, but it's like you understood what the reasons for their actions were, and it's like I had a great time making that film.
Yeah, no, it was fun, and you know what? I always say it. I even said it to John when we were waiting outside to come in. I said, "Dude, you are killing this white supremacist rapist dude. Like I'm feeling your whole vibe." And then he's like, "I'll take that as a compliment." I was like, "Please do. I mean it in the nicest way." Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So and then the other thing I remember. Okay, so we got a location and then I said, okay, we are going to shoot in November in Canada. We've been talking about how cold it is.
With the whole,
But, like, I'm going to put you in just fucking robes and that's it.
And that's basically it. Because we were trying to figure it out in terms of, like, okay, so how do we look? Because the script even had, like, the specific hairstyles and all of those things. And we were like, how do we look like, these people, these characters? But then you told us, and, like, makeup was there and everything. And, like, everybody did an excellent job.
Yeah. And on the day of, how was the day for you? Because like first off, we had to be early to get things, so and then you guys show up how was the day for you? Because like we didn't really talk on the set that there was like do this and do that. It wasn't like we didn't really talk about how it was for you.
I mean, it was okay. Like, it was fine.
That was our first like ever like actual
Production.
and
Yeah.
everything. So we were just intrigued, like seeing everything that was going. Because we're used to like our YouTube channel, like it's just me and her. We've got our camera in front of us. Boom, boom, boom. We're out. But then it was so many takes. You know what I mean? Like having to do takes over and over again and trying to keep yourself in character and stuff like that. So it was different for us to just see like how a whole production like comes to place, including makeup, including like we had Patricia, I think her name was, and she'll be like there to remind us like, okay, that's your line and stuff like that. So it was very like very new, very like it was amazing actually, and everybody on set was dope, like dope. So it was
You
good.
guys brought it. Like you guys brought it every single take, and sometimes it was just like for just to get coverage, like for editing and stuff. But like every single take, I think after lunch and then we came back. I was really worried because then the baby was gonna be on set. I was really
you got to tick that off your box though, Israel.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
did.
I remember all my friends know I don't ever want to work with kids or animals, ever, ever, ever. So I reached out to Haley Davies, my cinematographer, and she's like, "Oh, you know what? She can get a baby, and the baby's like, heavy enough, could be a baby, whatever, but like." You have a baby that's like the right age. It just made sense, like, because there's a difference between like a baby. Like it makes you feel something,
Yeah.
and I know I
brings
needed the
it
baby
to
for the
the-
close-ups.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's time.
Did you get good close-ups though?
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
I did. I got, what, so we left early before lunch finished just to go set up and just to get in the right frame. It's like, okay, we know we have the baby. We'll just get just a couple of shots. Like, we know we needed those important shots. It was 3 major shots we had to get, and we had to do it a couple of times. But the baby was so good. I'm like, she's so good with the baby.
Oh yeah, no, that's my baby. That's my god baby. So like it's that was nothing. But then she was even there making like her cooing sounds.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, don't melt my heart on set. Don't do that. She's the sweetest. So that was very good to kind of see like how it took place. She was good.
She came through. I'm like, okay. And I was like, okay, this is the last set. And then she was like, I'm going to cry now.
Yeah, she was just about done.
She's like, I'm over it.
Time.
God, let's get that set. So now, I mean, the thing about film is like, okay, it has to go into the edit and stuff. But are there things you felt you would have changed in your performances, like, for the film?
No.
Not anything.
Is that a
I can
bad
think
thing?
of.
I feel like then you're pressured to say something, but I
The
honestly wouldn't.
The only thing I would have changed was make it longer. I know it had to be 5 minutes, but I actually was thinking about it. I was like, in a perfect world, I would have loved to see the pretext to everything.
Before,
yeah. Like, so that was the finale. That's the conclusion. He dies.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to actually seen
What?
the relationships, how the sisters bonded, how because with the character you could see that he was a good man in his head. So I would have loved to see how that would have come across in film, you know what I mean? So I thought about it after. I was like, it would have been really good to see these characters sort of like actually be like a whole thing.
So you're open to a feature length? Because those characters are so alive, right?
Yeah.
And like there's so much history and back history there. But also, like, even though it's set in a certain time, the way I wrote it like so it's relevant with what is happening today.
Yeah.
Because like just people look at you just because you like the cut of the color of your skin, and it's kind of like, okay, how about we just set this thing in a time where it was like that's what it's about, but kind of take the time out and shine a light on people and say this is kind of still happening now. Yeah.
And it is, and that's what's so crazy. Like in 2020, this is still a thing. So yeah, I think like I said, at first we were really worried about it because we were like, this is so not us. But after doing it, I was really happy with it. I was like,
I was very
I was like,
happy
wow,
with it,
thanks
yeah.
for actually getting us
Yeah.
to be involved with it.
No, like you killed it. And before we came on, I was saying that we had Devon. She came on set and she was taking photos, and like I've seen the photos, it look great. And I was like, okay, I wanted to send the photos out, but I just don't have the right tone of an email to say thank you, because like I wrote this thing because I don't know, because I was kind of feeling just depressed. Like COVID started, when the lockdown, and then a policeman just killed a human being in front of the entire world, because like we all watched this person die, so it was like it was hurtful, it was annoying, so I was feeling all these things, and like I that was the only way I could react, and that's how it came out as this story, and it just had to be done a certain way, and it had to be done with people that understood that listen, this for me is dark, this is it's not happy and stuff, but also it is like reflecting what is happening now.
Right
So
now.
I couldn't have chosen like a better, and it's kind of funny because you two are like and then like
No, and that's how we felt. Like initially, we were like, "Girl, we are not these people. We don't even know how that's gonna come out on screen
no,
because
you
we've
killed
never."
it. So there's a, like you played this two people that went on such an emotional journey in just like 5 minutes. Thank you, man. Thank
Yeah, no,
you,
it was
because
dope.
like
It was
I'm
really
like,
dope.
oh my god. I think so. After the baby scene, that's when you guys got really cold. And I'm sorry for that.
Oh, I was freezing my ass off. I remember even telling you, if I get sick, Israel, this is on you.
This is freezing.
I was freezing.
I was literally connected to that heater.
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
was
we had
like,
to get the heater in.
every chance you
We had to get
every
the heater
chance is a
in.
cut. I'm like, oh my god.
And that's why,
Where?
I was kind of like delaying between takes so that when we take, I'll just go and find something to do. So I knew you had to get it warm. And then I was like, every take, I'll be like, jacket,
all these things. Yeah.
Oh my God.
man,
but like,
no.
once we got that last scene of you two walking out, I was like, oh, thank God. Oh,
Thank God. I was like, thank God. I was like, girl, let's get out of here.
I was like, can I go home now?
And it was a long drive too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drive back, oh my
Like a,
gosh,
what,
it was
40 minute
long.
or something.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. You know what? I hate driving at night, one. And that road is just like this.
Wavy, yeah.
So,
And
like,
we had to drive extra careful because we're
'Cause,
carrying
baby.
special cargo. So it's
yeah.
So we were like going like, at the actual speed limit,
I know
you know what
what
I mean?
you mean.
Couldn't go above. Jeez.
baby.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yo, thank you so much. I had an amazing time. And now you're giving me an idea. But like, I wrote something else that we should, I'll send it to you. But like, maybe blowing Kill Your Masters into like, maybe like a bigger thing might not be a bad idea. Because who knows? Like,
Yeah.
I already have the 3 characters I need. Other people will just be standing. So
Yeah.
so what's new next for you? Like, say, we are in kind of the world is back to normal. COVID is at bay. What happened?
So I mean,
I'm getting on a plane. That's for sure.
yeah, she's out of here.
Before everything else, I'm firstly going to get on a plane.
So she's a travel bug, and I used to be a travel bug before I had kids, and I always say this, like, I think prior to me having my kids, I would be out of here like 3-4 times a year.
Yeah.
Then I had kids, and I was just like, man, traveling with kids it's people don't actually understand. I used to be that bitch on a plane who's like, who has their fucking kids here and they're crying. I was that person who hated women with children on the plane. Now I am the woman with children on the plane, and now I'm just like, you know what, I hated it, so I'm not gonna put anybody through it because I did not like it, because I would be so critical, especially if I would like be sitting, when you get to your seat and then you start seeing like a mom with her kids walking down the aisle.
No,
Please, not me, please. You go sit somewhere else. I hated sitting with people with children. And now I'm that woman who's like coming on with my kids. Like,
Oh my God. And her kids are just
a lot.
her son.
That's why I said you were lucky that was my daughter.
Yeah,
my
you were
son.
saying, yeah.
Oh my
We wouldn't
God.
get anything done with that nigga on set. That crazy guy.
He is too much. So I don't travel no more just because of that. Like,
Yeah, but we do good though. We go with them everywhere, like
road
driving
trips.
and road trips. Like,
road
we go with our
trips.
kids.
He's
We
fine
pack
in the
them-
car.
We pack them up and we go with them every. It's not one of those mom needs her time. No, we go with our kids. But yeah, she hasn't yet experienced. It was gonna happen for you this year, but
Yeah,
she hasn't
because I have to go
actually,
home, like back to
traveling with
Zimbabwe.
them.
So I've been dreading this trip, like dreading it.
Yeah, that's a long ass flight, man.
Yeah,
So,
with my
like,
son.
some Europe, then 12 hours that way.
Yeah, so like my actual plan would be to try and like have a very long layover. Usually people want short layovers. I'm gonna plan for long ones so we can
Right.
actually leave the
So you can
airport,
actually
go to a
leave and just
hotel,
take some time, get
just
them to rest.
get them out of the travel thing for a second.
So, like, what is your travel, like, whenever you want to do those long flights, what do you do? What are your tips for long flights?
No, I definitely like to just kill it. If I can get a thing that's a solid, like, good 12 hours or 18 hours, I will just sit in that mother, because I get the equipment. I am that travel person. I get the right socks. I get the right music going. I got my neck thing going. I got my earphones. I have every single, I have my own, like, little blanket thingy, and then the additional one from the plane. I have my things ready to go. And then I got the movies planning that are already downloaded. Like, everything is set for me to go. Just get me there. And then, yeah.
I mean, I was also really good at traveling. A tip that I always have for travelers is if you really like to travel but you don't like aeroplanes, the best thing you should do is get drunk. Get motherfucking wasted.
Like you actually wake up hung over in the plane. Like the flights back home, that's a whole day. That's a 24-hour.
No, but don't allow for the hangover. Just
I
keep
like
demanding
drinking
more
on my 2-hour
alcohol.
flights. Like if I'm going to Montreal, like last year was flight after flight after flight. I'd arrive in that bitch like, hey.
I remember one year I got to Zimbabwe totally intoxicated. My father came to pick me up from the airport, and I was like, I was a mess. My dad is like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, I am very drunk. And my dad is like, good for you. Because you are a mess right now. And my dad is a drinker, so he laughed about it. And he was like, you better go shower before your mother sees you, because my mom is not the one. So he was like, you better go get yourself together. I was like, yeah, you're right.
That's
But
shorter flights for me.
get intoxicated. It's the only way to enjoy a flight with annoying people. Get drunk. That's how you do it. People
I
who
do
are
that
like,
for
oh,
shorter
I
flights.
just need to sleep the whole time. Girl, please.
Yeah, but that's what me.
But I'm
try
a
to do,
sleeper though. Like
Yeah.
I enjoy, because that's the problem
that's
with
what I
her.
do.
She doesn't know what nap even means. in
I don't
life.
nap.
So she doesn't need. So that's not her thing. But
For
I
people
will
who nap,
sleep.
how do you do it?
You just close your eyes.
I'm actually a
and it
person
happens.
who gets cranky if I don't get my naps. That's who I am. So
I don't have.
so
prob-
sleeping is
but
not a problem.
also, if I know like I'm traveling, I just wear myself out. Like I do everything. So
that
once
you're
I
just
get to the
tired on the
airport,
plane.
I just
Uh-huh.
want to eat and sleep.
yeah.
But even if I do that, it doesn't work. I used to work nights, and I would travel to the States like every other month. And I would work a night shift and then like the red eye to try and get to America. I would be awake that whole journey. I don't sleep.
Well, because of the sound or like.
They're strangers.
What are they gonna do
Everywhere.
in the plane?
Nah, y'all don't know what's
One of the
happening.
safest
I'd rather the strangers do what they gotta do whilst I'm sleeping. I just wake up and it's all done.
That's messed up. That's messed
You
up.
were sleeping the entire time. I was like, what happened?
That is fucked up. You see what's her mind like? What? You don't want to know
I
that
don't
something
want
crazy
to know.
is happening?
I do not
But
want
like,
to.
it's
I
a
am that
plane.
person.
There's literally nothing that will happen to you in a plane. That
What?
place
Are you
is, a
crazy?
plane is one of the safest places on earth, right? Like nothing.
Says
is gonna,
you.
Like nothing is gonna happen to you.
Do you know, I always think worst case scenario. Okay, let me just pitch this to you, and I'm probably going to fuck it up for all you travelers out there. But just imagine this. You get on a plane.
Yeah.
And, you're on a plane, and there's, a guy who's obsessed with, like, a serial killer. Mm-hmm. He somehow got on the plane
She watches a lot
with
of
all this
she's
shit.
This person, by the way.
He probably didn't have, like, a knife or anything like that. He's super, like, advanced type serial killer.
Yeah.
And, like, he's gonna murder people, like, one by one. while you're sleeping.
No, she
Israel.
literally she watches these shows, and every time I go to her
But like,
house,
there's an air hostesses, like security guards on the plane.
But he's that advanced, so he
you don't get it. He's
all of y'all.
advanced.
I need to be awake for it. Okay.
You don't.
Wait, you want to be awake when he's doing it? And we have.
I'm
I'm like,
sleeping.
Yes.
But like, it's
And if I'm sleeping, he probably thinks he already killed me.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he
And he misses me.
That's the dumbest thing.
No,
You
but
don't
like-
know you're alive.
But like, wait, I don't want to see it
I don't
coming
wanna see
though,
that.
right?
But
Like,
wouldn't you be want to be prepared?
what are you gonna
No,
do?
no,
He's
no.
super advanced, right?
Israel,
Oh,
you're
man.
talking to a person who she really believed, like even with this whole COVID things, the next thing, zombies are coming through.
They are.
And us as her friends, because we didn't watch all those stupid zombie movies
Oh
she's
my
been
gosh.
watching, we're in trouble because she's ready.
So
You're all gonna die. Trust me, I'm the only survivor.
Literally.
I will survive.
Literally,
this.
that's my best friend. She watches these movies, and
Oh
then
my
she's
God.
also like this person with a psychology degree. So she's this. Is
I
her mind.
psychoanalyze
Imagine what
everything.
it's like in her brain. I, on the other hand, I want to deal
I
with
don't
it.
sleep for nothing. When there's
No.
strangers, forget it. I will stare at you until we get there. What are you talking
why are you
about?
walking over here? What? Oh, you're just going to the toilet? Okay.
I am so paranoid all the time. Like I'm on high alert. And that's why I just have to drink because I can't. Like I am so paranoid.
it's a plane. Like nothing happened to you on the plane.
No, I'm not scared about the plane crashing.
No,
I'm
not
scared
the
about
crashing.
serial
The
killers
people-
getting on the plane with me.
Think
Or
about-
what if, imagine if a zombie apocalypse happens while we're out there.
Have
What'd
you
I tell
seen,
you?
Imagine COVID was a zombie apocalypse disease.
Have you seen World War Z?
Yeah. What are you talking? I watch
She's
everything.
watched everything. Don't even
Oh
come
wait,
for her.
wait. Have you seen Kingdom on Netflix?
No, what's Kingdom?
It's a zombie thing. You should check it out.
Oh my gosh, I need to type this
Yeah,
in.
yeah, it's
What
really,
is
really
this?
good. It's good, and it's like from South. But have you seen Train to Busan?
No.
What the fuck? Like that? Those are like all this. Walking Dead is crap now. Like it's really shit now.
But that's her. Yeah, now.
No,
but
now
then at the
it's
time-
gotten
yeah,
bad.
Yeah, it's really shit. It
It was good in the beginning, but now it's bad.
After like 3 or 4 seasons, like, oh, what are we doing now?
Yeah.
Like I think after what's that guy? The governor was the real okay. Well, the guy with the bats was okay, but like
Negan was the best. What do you mean he was okay?
He was okay.
Oh my god, that's my dream husband right there. That's Negan. You talking about he
This
was
is me
okay?
whenever she meets her, like her, I like people. I don't.
Oh my god, I love I love these shows, man. Everything zombies, it's gonna happen, and all y'all who are laughing are going to die because you're
We're
not
in
ready.
trouble.
Okay, wait. So what kind of preps have you done for the zombie apocalypse?
So in general, like just because I'm terrified of things going bad, once COVID hit, I always used to talk about having an emergency bag, but I never packed it. Then when COVID happened, I was like, no, now it's time to really get the shit popping. So now I have my emergency bag. It's a suitcase in my storage. It's got some tins of baked beans, some water. I'm ready to go. The minute the alarm goes off, that wheel, I'll be like, yep,
It comes to
I
your
was
phone
ready.
now. It comes to your phone now.
I'll be
Did
ready.
you get the one last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay. So have you seen Zombie? Is it Zombieland? Anyway, so it's this guy. He's a comedian. He has this. It's a him and I think is it Zombieland?
I believe it's Zombieland that you're trying to talk
Yeah,
about.
but he has like 10 rules for like surviving a zombie
Mm-hmm.
apocalypse. I think number 1 is cardio. That is like
You
number
gotta
one.
run, be able to
It's
run.
like you always have to run. But also, like, are you taking any shooting classes? Like,
No, I'm not taking shooting classes, but I believe I now have the skills to be able to be smarter than the zombie, so I can go behind them and then stab them in the head. I'm ready. Bring it on.
Specifically the head, because they won't die anywhere.
You
else.
gotta
yeah,
shove them in. You gotta kill them in the head.
Okay, so here's one for you. If a loved one turns into a zombie, what would
They're
you
dead. Fuck you. I ain't dying with you. I know I'll kill all of y'all. Fuck this.
I'm like,
Do you know I've had this? I struggle with it because I'm like looking at my kids like, man, when a zombie apocalypse happens, y'all fuckers gonna kill us. So it's fucked up, but I've thought about it. They would have to go because I am not the one.
I think when Walking Dead was really good, the black guy, there was this black guy, I think it was season 2 or 1, but his wife was a zombie. And like every time he kept pointing a gun at her, but
And
he
then
couldn't shoot.
and then he would feel bad, and then
Yeah,
the
he
wife ended up killing his son because he was a dumbass. You gotta freaking kill the
them.
people. I tell these bitches, all my friends, my best friends, I'm like, the minute a zombie apocalypse happens, if you're not able to survive,
She's literally
I'm either
always
leaving
reminding
you
us.
or I am killing you because I gotta get it. I'm out.
All the time.
I'ma
She
survive
reminded
this.
us.
Okay. So what other tips do you have for us unprepared folks for the zombie apocalypse?
Get your bag ready. COVID's already proven that the world is going to shit. Get your bag ready. Make sure you got some water in there because everybody needs water to survive.
It's the question that it's the question that you guys are not asking for me. Where the fuck she gonna go?
Girl, I'm prepared.
Where you going?
Let me tell you, I've already scoped out Halifax, Nova Scotia is not the place to stay, okay?
Why? It is right by the water. Why? This is one of the safest places to stay. Well, or you go to PEI. You kind of want to be in an island, right?
There you go. You go to PEI. You don't go to fucking Halifax.
But
Halifax is on
the water, though.
Okay, but
You just go and blow up New Brunswick and that's it. You just...
no, let me tell you why Halifax is so bad. Halifax has just, it's such an old city in terms of the buildings that there's too many crevices that you don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay? So zombies gonna be coming out of weird places and you're like, oh shit, I thought I had this place cleared. But if you go to PEI, you're on an island.
Yeah.
Most of the buildings are flat. 1 level, 2 level. You
Max,
scope it
yeah.
out.
You can
No
see
skyscrapers.
Oh, you're
everything.
good.
Nothing, yeah.
You never live in Toronto. Toronto's fucked. They're gonna die. No, you gotta go where there's. No, I'm ready, man.
Literally,
me,
these are
I'm
conversations we
prepared.
actually have. We actually have.
I got
these
Nash. I
conversations.
got my husband ready. He doesn't believe it, but I told him once this happens, we gotta go. Like we're out of here.
So you're not going to take friends, like...
No,
But
because they don't believe it's gonna happen.
No, it's not about believing. Like, when it happens, you have no choice, right? I think for me, I don't, like, think a zombie thing is going to happen. But if it happens, the way for me to survive is to just, like, join a community, man. That's the best way to... Like, if you stay alone, then you are more... It's more likely a zombie will catch you.
So the guy you were talking about, the black dude who didn't kill his wife, and then the Morgan, he's been alone all through the seasons. Like I'm still watching these shows.
Because he can do the stick. Is it the stick
Yes,
guy?
that's me. I'm telling you, I'm ready. I got the knife. I'll poke them in the back.
Nunchucks, what are
I
they
don't
called?
need nobody.
He's not in Free the Walking Dead or some shit.
He's on the other show because he's the only survivor. Because he doesn't
he's
fuck with
alone.
people. You can't do communities. What? People will hold you down. You gotta survive on your own.
You have to, like, you need people, man.
No, not me.
Cause
Not with zombie. Like
what of that
attacking.
other lady? She's still alive.
Which one?
The one that should be dating the biker guy by now, but they're just like messing around. You know the lady? Like, she's short hair.
Carol?
Yeah.
She's still alive.
And she's not dating the biker guy.
They'll never date, and I can't believe you would insinuate that. That's disgusting.
Why
They're like
not?
brother and sister. Oh
Please,
my god.
man. Like, there's just been like
Incestuary.
there's just been like hints of them getting together.
No, they're
but
best friends.
What the fuck is this?
They're best friends. They would
Literally,
never
that's
date.
me every time I get to her house, and she makes me watch these shits.
She the other day, me and my husband tried to make her watch this alligator movie so she
The
can be prepared.
dumbest shit I've ever. Yo, nah.
Be
fuck
prepared
that.
for the alligators. They're coming.
These motherfuckers are going down to the basement. Nah, fuck that. Stop it.
She wouldn't even watch the damn movie. She kept screaming and running out. We're like, you need to watch
Yeah, I
it.
can't. What was it actually
movie
called?
called?
I think
It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
So
and
how
the thing
about
was
Sharknado?
You know what? That's dumb. Sharknado's dumb. Okay, because the sharks are just way too big. It makes no damn sense.
But zombies are happening.
You know why? Because COVID's already proven that this is very probable.
So
Y'all are laughing, but it's probable. Okay? Imagine all these people who got COVID, and then if they
turn
had...
into zombies.
Yeah. Then what
the
happens?
concept of it all.
I mean, I have the science down to a T.
But like, wait. So who's gonna die first though? Like, is the hospital people, right?
Probably.
Yeah. So so
Our
it goes
first responders are in a lot of trouble.
hospital, then like the ambulance people, then like bus drivers and people in the bus. Then that's how it goes out.
Yeah, then moms, women, like women with kids, but I'm the mom who's like, kids, I love you. But
Oh my god.
You're gonna
goodbye.
have to
Auntie
stay.
Otni, take over. Bye.
And I
I'm
would
not.
take those babies too. I'd be like, oh my god, my babies, because I am that. Like between the two of us, like I'm more emotional than she would be.
But like it's good to be logical, but I think logically the best way to survive is in a crowd. Because
ways.
like there are
No,
other
they'll
people
hold you
that
back.
get eaten. Cause like if you're the only person, like you're the only option available, right?
But if you're the only person, you're quieter. You know to stay quiet. You know, like, just you have your little things to keep you safe. A crowd is so unpredictable. 1 minute you think everything's fine,
And
then you
trust
got some
those
mad
people,
stupid
and
person.
then all of a sudden they're freaking
No,
out.
crowds
and then
are
they
the
mess up
worst.
your
The
shit.
thing from The Walking Dead that I like is that little girl with the just survive somehow.
Oh yeah, see, she's still alive
She's still alive.
because she's a loner like that.
But like her
A teenage
boyfriend
girl
died.
who survived exactly. Cow, stupid boy, then went and died
Yeah.
because he loved people and saving people. Stupid boy, you died. Do you not understand what
You
this
can't
show's trying to
convince
teach
her
us?
Otherwise, Israel, it's
Oh my
not
God.
even.
Like, do you know they are doing a new Walking Dead? Like a new.
You guys are bringing more of those things
Yeah,
out.
I don't fucking know why. Like the show is done. Like just
Over it.
like just stick a fork in it. It's done. I try to like that girl in the Free the Walking Dead. The season of Free the Walking Dead that was nice was the season where they were kind of going backwards to what happened in the stadium. Mm-hmm. That one was nice because but I couldn't fucking stand that lady, man.
The
Like,
main
lady.
woman?
Yeah.
She's dead now.
Yeah, but she was obviously dead because, like, you
Yeah.
know, they were always like, oh, kind of remembering her and shit. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we have to do this again. This is fucking great. But, like, they're telling me I'm running out of time. Man, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for giving me an amazing film. And we have to really do this again. You guys are so much fun.
Thanks.
Oh, my God. But, like, yeah, I don't know. Well, if the zombie things happen, I know who to call, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't call me. I ain't gonna save you.
She's not in the business of trying to save people. Please understand
But like,
that.
I'm gonna bring something to the plate, man. Like people, I'm very convincing, right? You
To
need
who? To
somebody that is
zombies?
good at no, convincing other people to
Yeah.
like, like you need someone that can shoot. You need someone that can sew people up. You need someone that can cook. Oh well, you can cook. You need someone.
Why
that
can't
can...
I learn all these skills by myself?
Jesus, Lord, what are you gonna be, Rambo? Okay, well, we are out of time. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We should definitely do this again.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much for
having
having us.